Hey guys, welcome to our review of the first episode of Kamen Rider 01. As always, I'm your host, Bros and Stratos. Here with me today we have
Cinder Blaze.
And Makotoa.
Oh dudes, welcome back. We just got done watching this episode and it was a good time. It was genuinely a good time. What'd you guys think?
It was a real solid first episode. You know, like I feel like for some of the Kamen Rider series we've had, like the first episode's been kind of like, but the next couple of episodes will kind of make up for it, or sometimes it doesn't. You know, it's like a mixed bag between the two. But like, I liked our main character.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of liked what they kind of like set up in terms of like him being the company president, and yeah, you know, like there's definitely promise in the series.
Yeah, I agree with you in that a lot of first episodes feel rushed, but this episode one felt incredibly well paced. Like even with build, it felt a little rushed, and here it was like we went at a really steady pace and we built up really well to him getting the powers, and we easily set up the world, and in doing so we set up his sort of one side of his motivation to make people laugh, and like they tied it in directly with like I guess the mythology of the world. Like, oh hey, he's being shown up by an AI, and then also the AI that he got shown up by happened to be the one that turned into a bad guy this episode. Like everything sort of flowed into each other, and everything had a purpose to make episode one really good and really just solid and standalone.
I think it also helped that the main character, when he was presented with the driver, he didn't hesitate at that moment. Like, I could have definitely seen someone saying, you know, like, I don't know if I should take it because blah, 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 company, blah, 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 right? Like he hesitated at the beginning. But I guess when someone's life was on the line, he didn't even care at that point. Or when someone's dreams were on the line, that really hit home for him. So he's just like, just give me the driver. And I'm totally fine with that because for one, it makes me like the character a whole lot more. Because I mean, you know, for me, the start of his introduction was a little bit much for me, like him screaming about being late and stuff, and then the bad jokes. I mean, even I like, because we're a Western audience, we still didn't really completely understand what they were, but I'm not always a fan of when they zoom up super close in the face and stuff like that for the comedy, the kind of, you know, that kind of thing. So that moment really helped solidify the character for me as, okay, I'm on board with this guy.
Yeah, like to me it said like as much as we can goof around, when it gets serious, you'll know it and we will get serious. And then also about the guy who had the big gun and then switched to the toy gun. Not too big a fan of him. Right,
I'm on the opposite spectrum.
Really?
Yeah, because it reminds me a lot of a character type that's in a lot of sci-fi with AI, where they're the guy who absolutely detests AI, probably has a history of like a robot doing something to one of their family members or whatever, and they're kind of like, it ruined robots for them, and now they just hate them, they scorn them in general. He looks like he has a vendetta against them in general.
Yeah, but like, it's kind of rude.
Also, like, I feel like that character type is kind of like a trope in Kamen Rider. He's like that super anal secondary rider, which we have a buttload of. Pun intended. Like, I was just like he was just like angry from the get-go, and I was just like, he probably has something to do with the previous president's death, because he's like, oh, this like whole thing is happening again, so I'm assuming like there's some sort of apocalypse situation. But I'm just like, yeah, chill, dude. I haven't warmed up to you yet. They haven't really like gone into it like too much, but he didn't show up for that much, so I'm not gonna really like brag on it for too long. One thing that did kind of annoy me a little bit was like that one chick who just like freak out every time a gun was fired. If they actually have like some backstory and say like, oh yeah, she has like PTSD from like the fight that the president was fighting or whatever.
I don't think that was it. I think it was just the guy was overdoing, like he was overstepping his boundaries. He wasn't supposed to like pull his gun out yet. She was kind of supposed to be heading things up, and then he just guns a-blazing.
I mean, and so like my idea of those two characters is really like largely based off of, I guess, the knowledge that was given from the scans and stuff, and like I don't know. I just wanted, like, it was really weird how many times he just sort of disrespected her command. And I don't know. Because I like the. Yeah, never mind. I guess that gets into too much of foreknowledge, but I'm really excited for her character, and I kind of. Okay. I guess in more ways, I wanted her character to shine more than this guy with the gun to just want to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, okay. But that's more my problem.
Yeah.
But dude, gotta say, visuals every year is stepping up their game, especially for episode 1s. And like that final kick was just
that was wonderful.
Satisfaction, man.
That was very wonderful.
Yeah, that pop of the enemy suit. And then, like, they didn't even stop there. Like, when he did his landing, that looked really cool, and, he tripped at the end, but that was real solid.
That works for me, too. Yeah. It's dude, like, okay, we're great.
Funny.
Yeah. We're great, but we're cool, but we also have a lot to learn, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm glad that they went through the whole tutorial phase, like, just off screen. So there's a little bit of mystery behind it. Oh, what did he learn? And, like, all that stuff. And then we just got to see him unleash... not everything, but like just show off what, I guess what 5 seconds of training could do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Again, really good episode 1. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to say about this episode?
I do. We kind of got hints at what the overarching plot might be. With those the baddies introduced. I mean, one of them kind of reminded me a whole lot of Palad. Just kind of, it's a game, like, and they're out for humanity's destruction. They got that, not human sort of robot synthetic life form theme too. So I can see that parallel. Although it's not bothering me enough to like
Palad lel. Okay. It's fine. This is a 0-1 review. I can make these jokes. It's valid.
Oh gosh, this is a great trend we're gonna have the rest of this show. Oh boy. What was I saying? So, I mean, we can already. I guess maybe Corey, you might already know some of the like speculative stuff that I would be saying, but it does look like there's a futurescape that maybe somebody came from, and it's not looking so hot. Or I don't know, like there was some. I have no idea. There was some like ruins of buildings in some place where they had their hideout. I didn't know if that was. I mean, it was very reminiscent of Terminator, like especially
honestly, what it said to me, because like one, I guess this is just me being hopeful we don't get a time travel plot, and 2, to me it just looked like a failed project for an island.
Okay.
And then, like, these two are, like, major defects, and they created MetsuboJinrai.net. And I definitely I picked up what you were talking about the dude seeming like Palad, because, like, from the trailer, I saw his demeanor, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, there's a lot of that, and then, like, I guess the setup between the characters so far reminded me a lot of X-Aid. And with the writer being X-Aid's writer, I thought, okay, there's definitely a parallel there, but who knows? That could definitely change.
I'm just glad that like we don't have a whole cast of characters that are hating on the MC right now.
So, I mean, like, him being the son, or at least the president of the company who makes the AI. Like, that's got to butt heads with, the people that hate AI.
That's true.
So yeah. I don't, outside of the the AI companion. I don't know that there's anyone else that likes him outside of the person he helped this week, and that's what I was afraid of going into it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I like the main character enough to see where this goes. Like I don't want him to be a loner for as long as like X-Aid was. So I'm hopeful. Especially since we have so many riders that are going to be coming. So many toys for me to buy.
The aesthetic this time around is really...
It's off the charts,
it's
man.
so good for me.
Make everything glow in the dark for one, for at least one show.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. All right, guys. Do you have anything else that you want to say? All right, cool. So, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Tell us in the comments down below what you thought about this episode, and the watch along is up at the same time as this. So please go ahead and check that out if you're so inclined. Also, we've got time lapses of all the art that I'm doing for Tokutember this month. They're all going to be going up one day at a time with some royalty-free music for your enjoyment. So check those out. And then also we've got Subtle Pop back on its own channel, and there's going to be tons of new content going out with it. I just released a news episode where I broke down all the 0-1 toys that came out for Soto. So guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
Yep. See ya.
Later.
Yeah. I'm done. It's a good time.
It was.
Yeah. I'm definitely thinking about watching it again, just because as I was doing it, I had to look and check my audio every now and again. I kind of just want to have a